My far enough? Hello. Good afternoon. I think I'm far enough. And you're welcome to my 2 p.m. live stream on a daily basis. I am Coach Kemi Oyeshala, known as Coach Kemi, and I'm the CEO and founder of How to Think Global Consulting Empire. I am building an empire. And the people I help, I work with private clients and females who aspire for senior positions within the corporate space. And what I help them to do is to identify and define right thinking so that which will affect high levels of performance and high levels of productivity. And that is critical. I refer to this as CEO thinking. Hi, Lynn, and thanks for joining me with that lovely smiley face that you always put up there. Okay, so today, throughout the week, I've been sharing with you different aspects of emotional intelligence. I've also been telling you about the offer, my June offer, and I'm going to keep talking about it till the spots are filled. It's a June offer, so that means it's a discounted offer. But stay till the end and I'll be telling you a bit more about that. It has to do with emotional intelligence. Today, our topic is the pros and cons of emotional intelligence. Now, I'm sure if you're in the corporate space or if you've ever been taught about emotional intelligence on any level, you would know that emotional intelligence has to do with there are a couple of things: self-awareness and self-regulation. Self-awareness and self-regulation. So straight away you can see that emotional intelligence is about you. It's not about anyone else, what they do, if they do it. It's about you. So there's self-awareness and there's self-regulation. There's also, being good with social skills, having empathy, not sympathy, empathy and motivation. But then there is also another diagram I have where it speaks, where we have when it comes to emotional intelligence, you need to be able to perceive emotions. I have my notebook here, so bear with me, I'm looking down. Perceive emotions, use emotions, understand emotions, and manage emotions. So as long as you can perceive your own emotions, use your own emotions, understand your own emotions, and manage your own emotions, you are emotionally intelligent. But today, I want to share with you the pros and cons of emotional intelligence. So what I've just shared with you is, let's call that the pros. Like, it's good to be emotionally intelligent, where you can manage yourself. You are self-aware. What's the other one? You can self-regulate. You are self-motivated. There are many people who wait to be motivated by someone out there, their coach or their mom or their dad or something on TV. They wait to hear somebody say something so that they're motivated. That's not how it works. You need to be self-motivated, because the question is, what if the motivator does not turn up? What are you going to do? What if the motivator is unwell? What are you going to do? You can be inspired from the outside, and I don't call myself a motivational speaker. I call myself an inspirational speaker. So you can be inspired. To be inspired means to be inspired. Someone out there sets a fire burning on the inside of you, pushing you, propelling you, pulling you, encouraging you, lifting you to go and do that thing that you've always had on your heart to do, because your thinking was messy, you parked it somewhere and you said, we're not going to do it. But it's possible you can. So what are the cons of emotional intelligence? I have just one. I don't think there are many cons of emotional intelligence. I have just one. And I'm sure you can guess what it is. Not knowing how to think. Not knowing how to think. I was reading something in the Harvard Business Review today. They described someone, we'll call her Gemma, and she works in the corporate space. and she's brilliant at her work. She's on time. Whether she's being managed well by her superiors or not, she manages herself well. Gemma is the kind of woman you want to promote. She is management material. She is senior executive material. She doesn't get angry. She doesn't raise her voice. She is amazing. I mean, you would like that kind of person around you, wouldn't you? However, it sounds a bit too good to be true, isn't it? And they mentioned a few things that she may not be able to give good feedback because she will not want to hurt people, and she may not be able to take feedback that's critical of her performance because she might get a bit hurt. And there are a few things that were mentioned there that she might not be able to do because and they call that the cons, the opposites, the downsides of emotional intelligence. Well, let's talk about Gemma. If Gemma is not able to give is not able to give truthful feedback quickly because she does not want to hurt you, then Gemma is thinking wrong. And that is the only con to emotional intelligence, not knowing how to think. You can see it starts, it goes on, and it ends with how to think. If you don't know how to think, you will think wrong. When you think wrong, you do wrong. In fact, you speak wrong. When you speak wrong, you do wrong. So you've got to recall that feelings are connected to emotions, and your feelings are inspired and led and brought up by your thoughts. So irrespective of how amazing you are with emotional intelligence, the only downside, the only con to emotional intelligence is not knowing how to think. That needs to be a practice. It needs to be something that you are consistently thinking on. Not knowing how to think. If you know how to think, you are allowed to be angry when you are emotionally intelligent. You know why? Because you are not God. That is the only perfect person. You are allowed to throw a book once in a while. But it does not mean you're not emotionally intelligent. It just means you are human. It means you are not fake. It means you are not trying to be what you are not. It means you are not living so everybody can say, oh, she's really good. Oh, wow. Oh, she knows how to do this. Because everything is tested to see whether you are ready and you are truly made up of what you say you are made up of. Even your faith is tested. Why? To see whether you are strong enough for the next stage. Emotional intelligence is not about perfection. It is about awareness and regulation. It's about perceiving it, knowing how to use it. It is about, there were two more things I wrote there. Perceiving your emotions, managing it, and understanding it. Understanding emotion is critical. And the problem with thinking is we don't understand even our own thoughts. We're not listening silently to our thoughts. And I've been doing that. I've been working on listening to my own thinking. Stopping and see. Hi, Pastor Hebziba. Thanks for joining me. Stopping to see what I am thinking. Because as soon as you read something, you have a thought. As soon as you see something, you have a thought. What you want to do is to catch yourself thinking and say, what am I thinking at this point? I have a free program called Catch Yourself Thinking. It's a short video program, and I think it's about 2-3 minutes each video, and in less than 20 minutes you'll be done. And there I teach you how to catch yourself thinking, but you need to go beyond that and listen to your thoughts silently, just you, and be honest with your thoughts, with yourself. Because if you're not going to listen and you're not going to be honest, then you cannot take responsibility. And that's one of the foundations of learning how to think to win. Because there's no point thinking if you are not going to win. And so today, this morning, I'm a Christian and I was confessing the word. I was speaking the word. And I don't remember which scripture I spoke. And I just heard my thought. Oh, no, it's not going to work. Seriously. I thought, I stopped what I was doing, and I had so many more scriptures, but I stopped and I said, what was that? And I started writing. I said, okay, so some thoughts make you rise and some thoughts make you shrink. Some thoughts make you go towards and some thoughts make you go away from. So which one are you? And each of those things, when you merge them together, they cause another outcome. So what outcome do you want? If you know how to think, you know how to manage your thoughts, you know how to understand them, you know how to use them, and paramount, you know how to perceive them. Because nobody can hear your thoughts but you. No one else can hear your thoughts but you. So it's your responsibility. So to help you along with that, I want to invite you to a program. I have a June offer, so there's a huge discount on this. It's emotional intelligence, how to manage your emotions without being cold. You don't have to stop being who you are. It's how to manage your emotions without being cold. Okay, discover how to manage your emotions without being cold. It's a half-day VIP day, and that it's virtual. You don't have to leave where you are. We'll be online, but there's so much involved in it. So if you're interested, you need to send me a private message on Facebook or on LinkedIn, or I will put my email address in the comments. Contact me at coachkemi.com, and you can send me a message saying interested in the half-day VIP day June offer, or just half-day VIP day, and I will contact you. Well, I hope this has served you. We are still going to carry on with emotional intelligence next week. I'm going to come at it from a totally different point of view, and we're going to, because you can never learn too much, you can never know too much. Please share this page. Please invite your friends to like this page. If this is the first time you're listening to me and you would like to be reminded of these lives, please put reminder in the comments and I will get you on my list so that you can always get the email saying, hey, I'm going on now, join me. God bless you, stay strong, and I will speak with you 2 p.m. British Standard Time on Monday next week. Bye-bye.